Get over here. Yo, I'm about to go slide to my little cut. You heard me? I'm about to go get some tea started. I got some Baileys. I had some apples. And I had an orange earlier this rotation. I saved my skins. Hey, we don't throw nothing really around this bit, you hear me? And I got a few things of cinnamon, you know, cinnamon. So let me grab my stuff. Habibi, let me hop on my Bugatti and we gonna joust, right? Let's go. Gotta come back and get my book sack. Let's get it, man. Alright. You may feel lonely at times, but you're not lonely. You are alone. Those who have the spiritual eyes to see are yet alone. I remember growing up, going by a few of my family member houses. They had the same picture, but in different formats. And the picture always showed the footprints in the sand because there are always two sets of footprints in the sand. And the times when you only see one pair of footprints, that's when the Most High carries us. And isolation does not equal loneliness. Loneliness only comes to mind when you're still holding on to the frequency and vibration of a carnal nature. Because the Most High has to separate us. The Most High has to have us to himself, to itself. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a bathroom. It's like a toilet. It's only one ass that can sit on that bitch. I don't know what type of toilet you got. If you feel me? Because the Most High need to get rid of all that old shit that no longer belongs in your system. And that could be the faces, places, and situations. Everybody can't come. And everybody can't go. And everybody really don't have the will to keep the momentum, to keep it spinning. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High chose you, put you on a mission, took you away from your friends and your family. You understand what I'm saying? For a greater purpose, for a greater reason. Because it's something better in you that they will ever amount to. This ain't about no egotistical, who better, whoopty whoopty whoop. But honestly, you do have a better mission because what you are seeking. God damn, my Bugatti. I gotta get a kickstand. Oh shit. But what you are seeking is seeking you, right? That validation. Whether you want to go to the terms of the universe or you want to go ahead and display the name as just God. You know what I'm saying? God needs you by yourself so that all of the distractions and noise and everything can flow righteously. You know, I used to always say to myself, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I do great by myself. I do better alone, you know what I'm saying? And I used to have the house party. Like, I used to have a house party, a block party in my house, like, every night, every day. Everybody wanted to come to my crib, have fun. You know what I'm saying? My house was like kids next door, the clubhouse. We litty, we running that bitch. Everybody knew in my neighborhood, if you hear music all night, that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's Vabo. They record music in that bitch. They making music. They making beats in that shit. Everybody know I had the music house. And none of my neighbors called the police or none of that, right? And all that noise, I would constantly hear God tell me like, hey, if you don't take these people away from you, I'm gonna take these people away from you because they trying to take what I'm trying to give you. And that's why the Most High keeps you in isolation and take a lot of people and a lot of faces, places, and situations out of your domain only because he's trying to recollect and upgrade your dominion. Y'all see me? It's not lonely. It's only lonely when you in the company of the company you don't want to keep, and that's yourself. And if you by yourself and you in bad company, then I don't know, man. Semen retention ain't for you. Celibacy ain't for you because it's gonna bring nothing but everything to the surface. All that shit that's locked up under that ice that you locked away, that was frozen, you know what I'm saying, that was repressed, it's gonna come back 1,000 times harder. And you're gonna have to evaluate it. You know what I'm saying? You could be the best poker player in the world. You know what I'm saying? You could be the best person at playing cards, right? But when you step on semen retention, brahmachori, you become gambit. Can't nobody handle the cards like you do. And that's why the Most High alleviates you from these migraines. That's why the Most High alleviates you from these migraines. Because a lot of motherfuckers was playing mind games. The Most High separate these people so that you could seek the potential you always wanted to make potent. You understand? Let it marinate. They all see something in you, but the Most High knew what He placed within you. And they never wanted to see the egg crack from within. You understand what I'm saying? And seeing that isolation, that's when that water starts to hit hard. And that's how that egg could cook. But when you got all these people around you, they lukewarm. They not moving how you moving. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we be holding on to things that's not really holding on to us when the whole time the Most High been holding on to us the whole time. You feel me? There's a lot of things we gotta let go because it's setbacks, it's drama, it's trauma, it's the unwanted and unneeded things that's not really gonna bring us to our higher self of upper echelons. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain why you may have become alone, or lonely, because the Most High knew you was the one that could carry the weight. Everybody else, they asking for a lighter load. When the whole time we was asking the Most High for a stronger back. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody around you was nothing but a bottle of water. That's all they would ever be. And the Most High had to return you back to the ocean because that's where sharks swim. That's where the big fish swim. You know what I'm saying? When you was with your friends and family and all of that, it was cool. Everybody was in the fish tank. Everybody goldfish. You know what I'm saying? But you was a shark. You was a whale. You know what I'm saying? You something they ain't even display on Animal Planet. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not a superficial person. You're not a surface based person. You the person that's below those murky waters. You the person that's deeper than deep. And that's why the Most High brought you closer than close. You understand me? Because those that was close to you was bringing you further away from the Most High. And He didn't ordain that. That was not in the regimen. That was not in your day-to-day schedule. You understand what I'm saying? You got this person, that person, this objective. Y'all gonna do this, doing that. How much have you was setting time to the side to devote to the Most High, to your spiritual nature? Yeah, we all, you know what I'm saying? We all got to get up, brush our teeth, do our little regimen. But God, no, God need more than that. God need more of your time and more of your focus. And these people was taking your focus. But see, when you in isolation and you really on your grind to better yourself, self improvement, knowledge of self, iron sharpen iron. And what's better to be sharpened by the Most High when everybody else trying to dull your blade? cut different, huh? Literally. You see, you cut from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? We represent ADB, the last of a dying breed. You know what I'm saying? And there won't be not a motherfucker like you. So the Most High wanted to make sure you don't become a background character like the rest of these people. The Most High wanted to know and wanted to show that you were worthy of carrying his torch, the torch, to become the lighthouse. You understand what I'm saying? Because we all were once lost in the darkness. But guaranteed there was someone that showed us the way. Someone that didn't say too much, but they said just enough. And you didn't have to throw it in the wishing well because you was able to cash out. Now those who don't pay attention, they ain't gonna cash out. They gonna crash out. And see, now you on an interstate of abundance. You can focus on yourself because you a household name. You know what I'm saying? They need all those names just to become a house. You holding up the four corners with only two hands. And see, it took four people to hold up each corner with all the hands they had. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High wanted you to realize that quantity will never equal quality. Isolation, being alone, yet if you call it lonely, that's not really what it is. It's really to bring out the quality and the qualities within you. Because a lot of people was just holding on your coattail, riding your wave, feeding off your energy. You know what I'm saying? You the shark. These motherfuckers was like the little baby fishes surrounding the shark. Yeah, they do their job and shit, but the Most High, like, you smart enough and your skin, your skin rougher and tougher than the rest of them. So go ahead and rub yourself on side this coral reef. It'll clean you. Cause think about when them little bitty fishes ain't around. How you gonna clean yourself then? You know what I'm saying? And your habits, your accolades, your regimen, your schedule, the activities that you activate, that upper, is just not gonna be what everyone else doing. Swimming downstream when you the only one swimming up, and everybody looking at you like you something wrong with you, but they don't get it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there is strength in numbers. That's true. That's facts. But what happens when you a million man march and you an army by yourself? They feel intimidated. You know what I'm saying? All that kiki la la and all that laughing, really how they feel. But they say, I'm just joking, I'm just playing. But now they trying to play on your top. And we don't play that. We don't play that. We don't around. Y'all see me? Let me go ahead and get my tea started, man. We still gonna joke, man. But we ain't gonna joke too long. And these people, they can't be alone. Because when they alone, they the ones who truly feel lonely. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting a little affection, a little company. You know what I'm saying? Sharing your energy in a righteous, positive way. But you gotta remember, man, you the quality. You not the quantity. You understand what I'm saying? And God wants you to hop on that motherfucking horse and pull the reins in a direction that He been trying to direct you. When everybody in the crowd trying to distract you. To each his own, man. But people that got to run in packs, running crowds, they got to call someone else with their problems. To me, they're fucking weak. Fucking squares in a fucking circle, going in a circle. Four fucking squares in a circle, but they think they moving around. I gotta move around. You talking about plays, you talking about money, let's go and do it now. You feel me? And where you going, they can't go. I will explain that and tell you that in the perfect example of my life. My whole life, I tried to bring people where they couldn't go. I try to bring people to the beach, they couldn't swim. Bring people to the skating rink, they can't skate. Shit. I even invited somebody to come out when I was living out there in Arizona to come hiking and go to the mountains with me, have a good time. They like, what? Are you white? I never hiked in my life. And I was like, wow, you're not really living life. You know what I'm saying? You'll go hike to the club. You'll go hike to go get some Tito's. You'll go hike to go get some Jose Cuervo. But you wouldn't hike just to get a better perspective, a higher perspective, and a brightened horizon. And yet that's what you seek. So the universe said, hey, if you play your cards right, everything's gonna be alright with me. You understand me? Because there was a lot of people that had bad habits, bad health habits. You may have had it too. And the Most High was like, nah, that's not what I want for you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High wanted you to become pure. And yet that's what your soul and your spirit was asking. And then you wake up and you like, damn, I'm so lonely. No, you not. Think about when you was in bad company, but you ain't know it. Even though they still may have a positive look on life, but guess what? Nobody gonna cross the finish line with you but you. Cause it's a lot of motherfuckers that start shit but never cross the finish line. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't let these people hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Feast off your energy so they could do what they want with it. Nah, God needs you to have all of you so you can complete the mission. You understand what I'm saying? They eat flakes. We eat steaks. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't have time for the losers because we learned our lesson. And this season of our life, and every season of our life, is winning season. It's harvest season. Yeah, I know they say you just supposed to harvest at. No, we harvest every season. Spring, winter, fall, summer. Every season. Because there's different plants that could grow in their fruit in each one of those seasons, right? But certain people can only harvest in only certain seasons. So with that being said, that chicken tastes bland. You know what I'm saying? That tastes like white people chicken. I'm going to the cookout with the black people. You feel me? Hey, soul food. But hey, we don't eat no animals over here. We don't eat no meat. We don't eat no chicken. But you get what I'm saying? In your cupboard, in your pantry, you got all the seasons. Tony Satrin, you got some Saison, you heard me, you got some chicken bouillon, you heard me, you got some lemon pepper, you know, even though you ain't supposed to be on that. But you feel what I'm saying? You got all the seasons for all the reasons. And because you got the recipe, they gonna call the referee. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker like, oh, he traveling. Nah, bitch, you right. I am traveling. State to state, city to city, country to country, continent to continent, border to border. And there's people that's still reading the same sentence. And they mad because we're not even flicking through the same pages. We on a brand new book. You understand me? Think about all the people that's still living in your hometown, bro. It's like what J. Cole said. She's just a small city girl. You know what I'm saying? You gonna let those small city, small minded people hold you back? Come on, man. Life is beautiful. And this is your coloring book. Don't let nobody break your crayons. Chew on your fucking crayons. None of that. Y'all see me? Isolation is not loneliness. It's practice to get ready for the championships. Because we heading to the playoffs. My life is like the playoffs, and I'ma fuck your face off. Bitch. Let's get it. Let's go. Vamos. And go ahead, type in on YouTube 781 THEVBYZ Heisman of the Year. I might do a volume 2.